Greetings, BeamNG and automation enjoyers, and today I'm going to show you a mod that I've created. Yeah, I spent a couple of days building it, and of course it's based on the BMW V8 Hypercar. Yeah, it's the ETK ttSport LMH. And yeah, I originally did record a video of me building it, but I lost it. I deleted it by accident because, of course, I had to do a certain test with the Epicness 9000 on the functionality of traffic lights. But well, here it is in all its glory. And yeah, I made different versions of it. Yeah, this is the base track day configuration. And yeah, see, not much of an interior, but this is a mod where the exterior is the best part. Yeah, unlike the real-life car, it does have a pseudo road car variant, even though this variant is not actually road legal. Yeah, I do wish that there would be more road car variations of the hypercars, because they are kind of reminiscent of GT1 cars in my opinion. Alrighty, so I do want to test out a theory. Does changing the headers actually affect the noise of the engine? Yeah, you can change the intake manifold as much as you want. But it won't change the sound. Yeah, which is definitely a limitation in automation. I mean, I want to be able to change the engine sound. Yeah, let's make another engine. Let's make a 3.5 liter V8. See if my theory was right. Yeah, this is an unfortunate limitation in automation. Yeah, so let's see if we could go for a 60-degree V8 this time. Yeah, yeah, no matter what you choose, all V8s would sound the same. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you make the engine smaller or bigger, they would all sound the same. But anyways, I still did a good job making the mod, and of course, I'm gonna be testing it out right away. Yeah, and I've actually made it so that there's different configs of it, and the way you can do this is, well, I'm gonna mention it when I test it. So yeah, let's test it. Alrighty, here it is. Yeah, this car right here is based on the BMW M V8 Le Mans Hypercar. Hence why it's manufactured by ETK. And the paint scheme is also based on the ETK K-Series GT4 configuration. And this is also the first mod that I've made with multiple configurations. And how do you do that, you might ask? Well, it's simple, really. You just name the car the same as you would and put it in the same folder. So if I name the car like if I make another configuration of the same car and name it the same as the other one, it'll act as a different config, which, yeah, I don't know if the BeamNG devs will allow this in the BeamNG repository, but it's pretty cool that you can do this. But one feature that I want is the ability to change sound in automation before I export it. Yeah, I want the car to have a different engine sound, and pretty much every V8 that you make, no matter the size, will always sound the same. I do wish that the automation devs would add a feature where you change the engine sound, because not every V8 sounds the same. See, it's a 5-liter V8, and it sounds like an American V8. And even 4-cylinder engines sound the same. And if you want an ear-destroying V10, well, you have to do some coding. Yeah, the only way to have a car have a different engine sound is to do some coding, and that could take work. And you have to go on YouTube to figure out how to do it, and sometimes it won't work, and sometimes it's finicky. So, yeah, I do wish that the automation devs would add this feature in newer versions. Automation devs, if you're listening, I want a feature in the game where you can change the engine sounds of the car that you are making before you export it to BeamNG. Okay? But anyways, let's test it out. I've also made another paint scheme of this car. Yeah, this is meant for the BEC, Beam Endurance Championship, which is the BeamNG.drive equivalent of the World Endurance Championship. And this is the international branch of ETK Motorsport. There's another one for the North American branch. But anyways, let's go. It takes a lot of experience to drive this car and be able to master it, just like any Le Mans Hypercar in real life. But as long as if you know that's going to oversteer and you get the hang of it, it's pretty cool. Yeah, this is just a test lap. In fact, I got a better idea. I could do it with the preseason test configuration, because I'm testing it out. And yeah, I'm going to show you the different configurations that this car has. And yeah, those fungo cars, I plan on consolidating them into one single mod. Well, they're based on the same platform. I'm going to be able to name it, well, do something similar to the Charrier FCV platform in BeamNG.drive. Yeah, you have the Vivas and Tograk, but they're both based on the Charrier SCV platform. So yeah, I'm gonna be testing out the preseason test config to test it out, and this is the black car. Yeah, because any car that the WEC tests, well, any car that WEC team tests doesn't have any paint schemes. They don't want to go for the trouble of painting their cars before they test it, which I understand, it makes sense. Actually handles pretty well. And once you figure out how to control it, it's pretty easy to drive, but it's pretty hard to master. Yeah, it has the WEC regulation of having 671 horsepower because I made this car according to the WEC rules and regulations. Yeah, it's part of the FIA BOP charts. Each car would have the same power and the same weight no matter their engine size. The car that created that is the Maserati MC12. a barely legal rocket ship that forced the FIA to make the balance of power principle. Yeah, the real-life car sounds different. Kind of sounds like a V4, but in the BeamNG verse, it has an American V8 sound. Anti-lock brakes to brake because it's light enough that you'll be able to brake it before you stop into the corner itself. So let's take it into the pits. Yeah, it does sound in line with ETK's other V8s, so that's that, I guess. But it's time to compare it against the GT3 car, and luckily I've already set an example time with the Chevette Scintilla GT3. Yeah, so I'm going to be selecting the Spectre Riders configuration, yeah. The North American branch of ETK has the Spectre Riders. Well, a car run by the Spectre Riders racing team. Which is part of, well, which is name is a reference to Rui Suart's Hammer Down headcanon. So yeah, the time to beat is 1:59.567. Yeah, I've set that lap in the Chevette Scintilla GT3. And yes, I'm going to be making a Chevette Hypercar as well. And of course, each team has two different cars with certain parts being differently covered to replicate the fact that it's driven by a different driver or whatever group of drivers they have, because, well, WC always has multiple drivers just in case if one driver gets tired from exhaustion, which I understand. Yeah, whenever the driver pits, they switch out another driver whenever they feel like it. So that driver can basically take a break, which is cool and good. Yeah, as I said, this car is based on the ETK 800 series track configuration. faster than a GT3 car, which is to be expected, considering that hypercars are the faster class. Now to test out the Rennspecht variant, which has a V10 engine. Alrighty, let's go. Yeah, Milbourne is based off of Tom Walkinshaw Racing and Judd. Yeah, so what Rennspecht did was basically swap out the original ETK engine with a Milbourne V10. Although, it's not nearly as reliable. Yeah, even though the Rennspecht variant has a faster top speed, it actually has a slower lap time due to the fact that it's more slippery to control. And of course, you also have the balance and power principle. I also cut out some bits so that it's not overly long. Because believe me, these cars are actually hard to control, even when doing single lap times. So yeah, the V8 version is the faster configuration. Oops. Yeah, if you want to see the RB4X do a hill climb run, the video is in the shorts feed. But anyways, here are the configs of the ETK ttSport V8 LMH. So yeah, you have some test configs for different tire compounds. And of course the base track day config and the 10 TTX, which is a limited edition extreme track config, and of course the RB4X, which is a one-off. So yeah, each config has some differences, except for the test configs, which are pretty much the same except for different tire compounds and the different colored variants. Of course, most race car configs have different colors depending on which team they're run by. Yeah, these test cars and the 10 LM are different because they have the V10 engine instead of the V8. If you want the mod for yourself, the link to download it is in the description. But anyways, let's end with a top speed run. And yeah, the V10 versions have a faster 0 to 60. But it's not always the 0 to 60 in top speed. It's more about how the car handles. Yeah, this is the top speed test of the V8 version. Yeah, both the ETK SR and ETK Motorsport versions are the same, except with a different color scheme. And yeah, there's an interior, but it's not much. My focus is on the exterior. Yeah, 218 miles per hour for the V8 version. 224 miles per hour for the V10 version. And here's a performance gap comparison, just to compare the performance gap between the Hypercars and the Chevette Chinchilla GT3. I'm gonna let the AI go ahead of me first. Yeah, the GT3 is faster in a straight line, but it's the Hypercar that blows past the corners. Because of course, the Hypercar is always going to be faster than the GT3. That's just how it goes in the WC logic. Prototypes are always faster than GT3 cars, even though I view the Hypercar class as more like akin to being a GT1 class rather than prototypes. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, even when slipping and sliding on ice, the Hypercar still manages to stay ahead. Just goes to show how fast Le Mans Hypercars are. Oh, and Autoroute or Autoroute is based on Michelin. And of course it's supposed to be the main supplier for the BEC, Beam Endurance Championship, and IMSA, in the BeamNG verse at least. So yeah, that's the performance gap. Yeah, it does make sense that the Hypercar is faster than the GT3s. And yeah, that does it for Hypercar testing. If you want the mod, the link is in the description, and that's that. Catch you guys next time, and peace out. Smaller channels are at risk, and every subscriber means a lot to them. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the latest Racer Cinema Productions videos. And together, we can help drive the YouTube algorithm away from this channel, so that I don't succumb to the fate of other smaller channels getting defeated by the viewer base.
watching. Catch you guys next time.